It is opening day for bow season, and been doing some work. Got a lot of pictures of some nice shooter bucks. One I'm going after, we call him Freakzilla. He's like, his right side is so huge. It's like a big 4 point, but it's like really tall, wide. The left side is just one straight, like, I don't know, it's tall, and then it has two coming off right by his ears. So he's a big 7 point, but last year he was like 3 or 4. So this year he's 7, but I'm going after him this year. Let's see. We got some nice shooter bucks. So anyway, we're headed out to the woods. Oh. What's that? What's that? We're gonna interrupt this video. So we made it out here, and we made a lot of racket to get here. So we don't have like a track record of these deer just yet. They're coming in kind of sporadically. Some coming in at early morning, some at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, some late evening. So the one that I'm after, he's been coming in late evening, but we're gonna hope that he comes in this morning. We should have bought some snacks. So we just had one come to the right side of us. All we could see was the body. We couldn't see nothing. It was too thick. So I'm hoping that he'll just come around and come facing us. But again, with the wind direction, the way it's swirling, I don't know. That's the morning hunt. We will be back. So the video ain't over yet. Y'all hang tight. Alright, so it is 3 o'clock. And all of our shooter bucks have been coming in between 4 and 6. So we're going to try to ease out there before anything comes through, spooks anything out, and hopefully put one down. Alright, so this morning the wind was swirling, and we had one come beside us. It never come in because, again, the wind swirled. So I think he smelled us. So this afternoon, the wind is blowing in our face, which is perfect. That's the reason we put this spot here. Every deer that we got that's a shooter buck has been coming in between 4 and 6. It's like 3:30 right now. So hopefully we can see something good here in a little bit. You ever been hunting and you stare at something for so long that you just know it's a deer? Your heart's like, no, it's a tree, but your mind says it's a deer. It's not happened to me. I was just asking if it happened to you. I've been out here for about 2 hours saying come here deer, and I haven't seen nothing yet. Day 2 of bow season, opening bow week. Yesterday was a long day full of nothing but mosquitoes. So today we're going back out there. Had church this morning, hunting this afternoon. So maybe
we can get something done. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, we got pictures of them coming in late afternoon, but I don't know.
Alright, so walking into the stand, it's about 3-ish, and we did spook a doe. The good thing about spooking that doe was she didn't like scat. She didn't, like, she just barely hopped out. Like, she heard us, but she couldn't see us, and we wasn't nowhere near the stand. But anyway, fingers crossed that something else will come through here. Alright, so we checked the camera from yesterday after we left, and sure enough, after we left, about 6:45 to 7 o'clock, our bucks started coming in. Of course, by that time it's too late to shoot, but yeah, it's so hot right now. I mean, I'm not saying they ain't walking, but they just ain't walking here. It's hot. Mosquitoes are bad. We had something to the right of us, and it just took off. I don't know what it was, but my wife is over here just moving like 100 miles an hour. So I'm thinking it was you too. So we just had an 8-point come in. And like, he's a good buck. He's a big body buck. But that's not the one that I'm after.
Alright, so we had the first day of this hunt was really slow. Had one doe walk by, and we couldn't get no footage. It was in the thickness of the brush, so we couldn't really get no footage of that. Today we went out after church, and we saw a doe early going into the stand. We crossed up a doe. She didn't take off. She just kind of like just slowly trotted, didn't blow. So we were lucky with that. And we sat there, and we could hear a lot of movement coming around, and a lot of stuff coming behind us to the right side in that thicket, but we could never get anything to come out until 30. Nice 8-point. And as soon as it come out into the lane, like, it stood broadside, turned looking backwards, and I could have shot this 8-point probably 32 times a day. And if it had been different circumstances, I would have. But there is a deer on property that I saw last year, and I was like, I got to get him out of here. So I shot one. Well, the one that I shot undoubtedly had a twin brother, because the one that I shot, he's like a 3-point on one side, and he had just one long on the other side. So I wanted him I wanted him off the property. So we pulled the trigger, shot an arrow through him. And anyway, this year, here comes another one just like it, but he's a lot bigger. He's got 4 or 5 on the right side. I think he's like 5 on the right side, and he's got one long one on the left side. But he's also got 2 that come out right above his ears and go straight down. So he's like a 7 or 8 point, but he's just crazy big, and his rack is just crazy, just looking. And we call him Freakzilla. And as soon as I seen that deer on property, that was the one that I wanted to go after. And so it was hard to pass up the deer. He's a young 8 point. He's a young 8 point. If you know, as long as I'm getting pictures of Freakzilla on my property, I'm gonna just hunt that deer because that's the one I wanted. So anyway, we didn't get it done. We could have, but we didn't get one on the ground, and I'm okay with that. And now I know after, I don't know how much the camera caught, but I know after that 8 point stayed, just walking around in that lane for a little while, and then he passed us going back. I second guessed myself all the way. I did. I second guessed myself quite a bit, and even on the way home, I was like, I even prayed, and I was like, Lord, just, I prayed every day going into the stand, whatever. And then today I just threw in, just put us a big buck in the lane, and he put us one there, and I just let him walk. So again, he's a young 8 point, but I'm dead set on one deer. I did try to let my wife shoot it, but the action that he was making made us all think, or made me and my wife think that something was going to come with him, because like he'd come in and he just would look behind him and look to the right, look behind him, and he kept looking back and forth. So we have pictures of this 8 point along with Freakzilla, like back to back, coming in different areas. So whenever he kept looking away from him, we both thought that not necessarily Freakzilla was going to come out, but we thought there was something else coming with him. And so we just watched him, and again, I could have shot this deer 32 times, and we could have been tracking him, putting him on the back of the truck, whatever, but I think we made a good call letting him walk. Again, I'm after Freakzilla, and as long as I'm getting pictures on my cameras that he's still on property, I'm gonna continue hunting that. Now, different circumstances, if we run out of pictures and we don't see him, then we'll hunt a different deer. But this year I'm just targeting one buck, and that's it. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. It was fun making it. Me and the wife, we had a lot of laughs in the blind. So we're gonna try it again. I don't know. I should have shot him. I know everybody's gonna say, I'd have shot him, I'd have let him go. I don't know. We'll probably have mixed comments. Some would be like, he would have been down, and some would have been like, yeah, you made the right call. He's a young 8 point. He's going to be a monster eventually, if he lives. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment. Tell me what you would have done if that 8 would have been in front of your face like that. And I'm talking about 15 minutes he just sat there and just moved around. So, but tell me what you would have done if that 8 point was in your face. Anyway, give us a like, drop us a comment. I hope you subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Until then, see you on the next adventure.